again, I feel such a lot of joy when I look forward to our meeting and when you come in. And when I try to understand where this joy comes from, then it's about that I have the feeling we are allowed to touch very, very deep layers of what's on, what lives in us, but in a very simple way. And when I just share what I've prepared on this here on the website, then when again you look at our course, then you see that number 4 last week, we somehow touched the level of the soul. Yeah, the left-right of the E became important to us. How do I deal with things which tend to pull me apart? How can I protect myself? How can I set boundaries? Create my inner garden, and how can I grow into my inner garden? How can I feel safe in such a way that inner growth becomes possible? That's the E, yeah? I try to come in touch with myself, and this being in touch with myself becomes my true garden of growth and my protection at the same time. And when we now go further, then we somehow this week touch another level which we now call injury. And when you look at the question of cancer, of sickness in general, but cancer also, it hurts. It's an injury in your life. And when you somehow, and we will now see afterwards that the E gesture, yeah, is the gesture which now wants to bring us through the week. And the E is the principle of countercurrents, of building roots and at the same time growing, yeah, going down and up at the same time. And when you want to connect it to this question of injury, then you could say, if you have a soil, earth, and you want to plant something, you normally don't just put the seed on the surface, but you somehow hurt the surface of the earth. You make a hole to put the seed in to it. That then you can grow. And if you want to look philosophically at it, and again here the E says both is right. Yeah? So contradictions. So if you say, has the life a meaning? Does what happened to me have a meaning? Then you will find people who say, no, it doesn't have a meaning. It's just happening. And you could also say, yeah. But then you can also say, yes, maybe it does not have a meaning by itself, but I can give it a meaning. I can put a seed into it that something can grow or growth can happen. And maybe that's the idea, to look at it. What meaning can we give to it, which is not just thought out, but has the potential of a seed? And when we afterwards during the week do the thinking in reverse exercise, you have again this principle of, normally you think a poem or something in a normal order, and now you think through the words in reverse. Again, this principle of, what comes back from what I do in my everyday life. Good. Then I invite you who are able to stand and to join me. And those who feel I have to stay sitting, please do so. And again, in a second run through, I will also do it sitting. And you just follow the way which feels good for you. I must now just look what is appropriate for us. I think this. Good. I just want that you can see my feet. That's why I play a little bit around. Good. So, and this beginning exercise, I take time to arrive at myself. You will discover that it always expresses, what we do afterwards. In this exercise, all other exercises are contained in. So I take time to arrive at myself. I use my senses to look around in my chest, to feel the silent move of the breath, to sense towards the heart, to my shoulder blades from within. I feel my inner react, my well becomes full, and then it flows over. It flows through my body, to my feet, into the earth. And I'm still upright. I'm even growing from it. I let go and breathe. We will come back to this exercise once again when we look at the E gesture. Now, for the first exercise, it's just stepping. And the main focus will now be, how do we let go? So you just stand and then take your hands in the area of your heart. Put one foot forward, maybe roll down from the toes to the heels, because that's smoother. And then put your heart over your front leg, a little bit or a little bit behind, but that in a way you can just let go and feel into the earth, through your body, through your front leg, and you really let go. And then you come back to your center and you make the next step forward, and again you connect the soles of both feet with the earth, and from the heart you let go. And you look that your pelvis, your bottom is relaxed, and you also through your bottom you feel into the earth. And now the E is contradiction. You let go, and through your back leg you could try to feel that there's a stretching which in a way creeps up through your backbones and makes you upright. So letting go and receiving uprightness at the same time. This could be the challenge of this exercise. You come back to your center, you make a step, you place your feet, you feel comfortable, your pelvis is relaxed. You feel through your heart into the earth. You feel through my back leg uprightness, and you check, am I still relaxing from my heart through my body into the earth? You come back, make a step forward, and you can also leave your hands up here and do the same. You place yourself that you feel well connected from your heart. You feel down into the earth. In your back legs you feel the creation of uprightness. And you check, do I still relax, still breathing into the earth in front? And let go and breathe. creating growth and strength through letting go. That's the principle of the E. And this happens if you hand over your movement, your energy, becoming more energetic from I have to do something to perception, that things happen through perceiving them. And the next exercise is addressing this very clearly. You just feel your hands, and in a way you try to feel the sphere, you approach the sphere of your heart carefully. So you feel the palms of your hands, and you circle around your heart and just try to feel, dear heart, how are you doing today? And you try to feel, to communicate with this sphere through your hands. You glide along what you feel could the sphere of your heart be. Dear heart, how are you doing? You try to move into perceiving. Yeah? And then you ask a question. Dear heart, may I enter? May I come visit you? Your heart will say, yes, please come. And then you go to your fingertips and you try. Now on your toe tips, fingertips, you move into the secret space and you keep this awareness alive in your fingertips. And then you connect with that your heart, in the depths of your heart lives joy, an radiating light quality. And your fingertips just feel it and follow this radiant of light. And then you just let go. It's just a letting go. It's not leading the arms in. And you reconnect and you find two other rays of light. And the fingertips follow them. And the exercise is that you try not to push your hands out, but you just notice your fingertips, they feel your imagination of what comes from your heart. And you let go, and that brings your hands in again. And then you notice the heart rays in all directions, so it also rays through my body into the legs. They are also rayed through. The happy heart raying in all directions. That's why the legs are not stiff, they just move slightly the way it happens. Relax, receive the reaction of your breath and let go. And breathe again. What you do anyway, just by noticing it, let it grow. And when we are now busy with the E, you can always just try that this letting go, yeah, creates this uprightness in a specific way. So when we just repeat what we did in the beginning, we have arrived at our heart. And then we create this dreaming down. And Eurythmy is the art of countercurrents. So this dreaming down makes me upright. That's the exercise. What do I have to do that it makes me upright? And take this word, it makes me upright, serious. Not I make me upright. Yeah, but it, yeah, not I, my day consciousness. Yeah. Let's try it again. And then let's notice, how does this happen? I stream down. And when I do it from my heart, it's more the front part of my body. Through the forefeet, I grow into the earth. And the countercurrent which makes me upright, also goes through my legs and makes my heels light, that I can, there's no weight. They are not lifted, but they become weightless. That's E in the body. Yeah. Make a little step to relax. And now when we want to, and that's the exercise number 3, to create the classical E gesture in Eurythmy. Then you have your hands again in front of your heart. And the going down from your heart, you just follow with one arm. And the other hand or fingertips try to experience the counter current to me going down. And this lifts the arms. And then let go. And breathe. And for the moment, don't worry which arm goes up and which arm goes down. Change it. There's an archetypal way where the left arm goes down because the left side has more connection to the earth forces, but both ways are right. Yeah. So I change it now and do the other way. I connect with the forces of my heart. I create this streaming down, and I go down and I go down and I go down. And now I'm already down and my hands are halfway up. No problem. I can still grow my roots a little bit deeper and deeper and deeper. And through going deeper, I try to bring my arms up. And let go, breathe again, and maybe make a little step. And please, I'm very aware that many of us now cannot lift their arms. Yeah? And it's just trying to lift them up a little bit. The exercises, can I create the counter current? And can I connect with my body perception, yeah, with my senses to the counter currents, that it becomes lifted a little bit. Then the exercise is fulfilled at 100%. Yeah? So even if it's only 10 centimeters, you have done the exercise perfectly. Let's do it a last time. You just connect. You stream down. And I practice not to lift the arm myself. I go down, I go down, I go down, down. And if it stops, I can help, I'm allowed to help my arm, but then I try to reconnect with the counter current. And the last thing, when you go down and it goes up and up and up, the exercise could make you skew. And the E means nothing makes me skew, not even I myself. And this, that your inner I forces, uprightness forces, again work against that the I at the end could make you skew, that would be the actual fulfillment, that this uprightness again happens by itself. And you will remember that your heels also here become light. You can just control it. Did I manage that my whole body did the E? Exercise number 4 is again a walking exercise. And it's just making a long step and a short step, a long step and a short step, a long step and a short step. And here you can do it in different ways. I like to do it in such a way that the short step is not a step, it's just a contraction of the legs. Those who are now sitting or lying, you just try, when I do this short step, to concentrate a little bit, to feel your legs being pushed together. And afterwards you just feel them expanding. Maybe we do it for those of you who cannot move like I know, just like this. The exercises, I contract here. That's where the E comes about. And then I let go. Yeah? And this letting go is a precondition that the E can come back again. So together and expanding in the lower system. Yeah, that's from where the E actually grows. Even if when we do it from the heart, the forces, which feel invited through this, come from our lower system. So now we can do it. Those of you who can do it standing or walking. Yeah. So we do one step forward. That's the letting go, becoming wide. And then we just concentrate a little bit and do a tip next to the foot, and this try to that this makes us upright. Then we take the same foot forward and the other one comes close, makes me upright. Forward and concentration, relaxation, and coming together, becoming upright. And let go. One last time. And I suggest do it forward. You can also do it back. In the video, I think it's also backwards. Do it what feels good. We do it one time forward, backwards, and then we leave it. Yeah. And again, when you from toes to heels, it's nicer. Relax, contract, feel it in your whole body. Relax, contract, relax, contract, relax, contract. And the invitation is that you keep the forces in your heart level alive, because actually the heart, the joy of the heart, is the force which keeps your lightness alive. So you can have your hands here to feel the sphere if you want to. And nevertheless, you relax in your lower system, wide and together, long, short, long. And I push short, I push a little bit with my toes against the floor to create this uprightness, to become this pole. Yeah, I'm a pole. And I'm again a plane, or what? Yeah, space, and back, and relax, and breathe. The last exercise is a sort of word meditation, and the movement to it is that you just stand, you feel your body, and you remember we are practicing E. So you try to stand in a way that something lets go into the earth, and a sort of countercurrent carries you. So you feel your weight system and your light system at the same time, which means my heels are light. And then you just say hello to the sphere above you. You invite it to enter your body, to stream through you. And you let it just, and then when you stream into the earth, you invite it to really let go, yeah? That it dissolves into the earth. And this you feel, and from your heart, you just gaze into the world. You have this nice stand. You say hello to the sphere above. You invite it to stream through you. And invite it to dissolve in the earth, in the globe. And breathe, or maybe make a little step. And the words which could go with it are I am here. I am here. And just enjoy that the H from here has this quality of letting go, yeah, and really sending things away and waiting for what will come back. And the M is the sound of things merge with each other. So when I go through my body, just the whole body resounds. That's the sound of the resounding body, yeah. When the I goes through it, it just makes so nice. I am here. And make a little step for the last time. And what I like in this exercise is that in a way we practice next to everything else what we have touched, that when we think I, we think that's a spiritual being, yes, yeah, and we associate it with the space above. But at the end it says, where is my I? I found it on earth, in the earth. From there it can come back, and from there I look into the world, yeah? So my I is not somewhere. My I is here. And to feel this a little bit and then try, how do I look out of my eyes when I feel this, could be a nice element of this exercise. I am here. And stay down there. It happened to me right now. It wanted to go up. Now stay down there. I am here. And breathe and relax and sit down and listen to the resonance. How does what kind of sensations, which you normally don't have, does your body talk to you now? How does the sphere of your shoulder girdle feel like? How is the difference between the sensations in the sphere of your collarbones and the shoulder blades? Where do you feel more light, more darkness? How does the sphere of your chest feel inwardly? Is it a more dark space? Is it a light space? What kind of soul quality do you meet there? Is it calm? Is it agility? Is it curiosity? Is it satisfaction? And when you look down to your belly, do you find more expansive energies or more contracting energies? Is it more cube what you experience, or more ball, or an oval shape, an egg shape? When you watch your upper legs, and you have to find differences. The first, they feel the same. But when I ask you which one is more streaming out and which one is more streaming in, you never know if you're right, but what you just say in your case now. And it doesn't matter if you're right or wrong, it's just to try to observe something. And your body is so happy that you do this. And your feet, are they light? Are they grounded? Are they round? Are they flat? And again, the difference between left and right. And what about your head? Small or big? Calm? Is it held, or do you have to hold it on your throat? Is it a part of the other body, or is it something for itself? A sphere, or just a completeness? And how does your neck, your throat receive? Invite the head to rest on it. What feeling? And just let go and breathe, and are content with whatever you found and however you did it. And just what we practice is that we practice to trust that our body is grateful, likes what we do, and is not asking that we are perfect. As parents, do not ask it from the children either. And if it's okay, I would now invite you again to go into breakout rooms, and again small breakout rooms, 3, maximum 4 people, or 2, yeah, whatever happens. Have your cameras and microphones on, and try for 10 minutes to find out or discuss or share this changing habits exercise from last week. Did it cost energy, or did it give me, in one way or the other, energy? Both would be right. Just share on this level. Yes, we did the exercises, but what did you observe when doing them? While doing them, or afterwards? Or what happened during this time, what might have a relationship to this? Great to have you back, and just we are working in a way that we really accept also to be wounded. Yeah? Not only we made it and so on, or we are, but and with this to say, to value somehow that the earth is built as a being of contradictions. We are spiritual beings, and we are beings living on earth. And you might have noticed that these practical exercises have somehow been developed by Rudolf Steiner as a sort of practical application of the Eightfold Path. Yeah? And there's a meditation for each step of the Eightfold Path. And with the step we are reaching now, Steiner starts this meditation of the Eightfold Path through nature and spirit. Live your life. Yeah. So, and it has a connection to the solar plexus, which also somehow is a center where our earthbound forces and our spiritual forces interplay. Yeah. And that's somehow we want to learn to accept, but also that we human beings somehow are thrown into this position of having to live in a world between polarities, that we cannot escape it, that one could even put in the middle, into the sentence, the middle doesn't exist. With the 5-pointed star, we noticed this last time, I'm on the left, I'm the right, and the left. And the E somehow is this moment where I'm somehow being of two polarities, and it's not easy to be in balance, and I dare to take the risk. I even dare to take mistakes. I go forward. And next week we will see that life, if I have made enough mistakes in my life, then I will become able to love. Yeah? Next week we will have the O gesture, the gesture of love. Yeah? And I love you, or I love you. Yeah? Then you notice there is an experience behind it. Yeah? And this, yes, all these questions somehow lie a little bit behind the E question. Yeah? The E is the drama of the human being. Yeah? Or the development point of the human being. And I just want to share the screen. Now it shares the screen, huh? Yeah, great. and that's why this thinking in reverse exercise now comes into it, because it's again, normally you think a text forward. Huh? Quiet I bear within me. And so you maybe go through a meditation. And then you try to think, quiet I bear within me, me within. Bear I quiet? Yeah, and then the same sentence suddenly becomes a sort of question. Yeah, and it's an exercise that to do things this way, or to practice similar things this way. And it could, for example, be, you internalize a content and then repeat it from memory, what I've just tried in as an example from one sentence. And it can be a story, a fairy tale, yeah? It can be the train stations on your way to work, yeah? It can be a music which you have in mind and which you try to sing in reverse order, yeah? And you can do it with anything. And for my opinion, it is a sort of concentration exercise. You have in anthroposophy, you often do this exercise that in the evening you let the day pass by. And that's an exercise of letting go, of going into this state of mind. Yeah. How it is, what you meet at night. And here it's a little bit, I am able to what goes this way to think the other way around. And when describing this exercise, Steiner said it's against burnout. Because when you do something and nothing comes back, yeah, you are not nourished from what you are doing. Yeah, the circle of life does not work in what you do. Then you lose your energy. And that something you do goes in both directions. You do something and something comes back to you. That's this energizing element we would like to enliven in us this week. And the reason why it happens so easily to us, that we go disconnected to what we do in a way that nothing comes back, is because we are trained as young people to learn things we are not interested in. We learn for an exam. We learn to do something in order to receive something for it, but it's not for the interest. So the thing we do itself is not nourishing us. So that's what I did in my studies when I studied mechanical engineering. Also, I only went to university to pass the exams, and the rest of the day I spent of the month I spent in the workshop of my glider association, where we built gliders ourselves. In the summer we flew them, and then I just learned for the exams. And that's, for me, this week is the hardest one, to have this streaming, to practice this. That's the invitation. And now I invite you to go through the exercises once again, where we practice in the body to have the feeling it goes both ways. So, if you want, join me again. We now work sitting and go through the same set of exercises once again. And the first exercise is just exercise 0. I take time to arrive at myself. And the exercise is that my inner reacts, so that I arrive at myself. And then I let go. And I try to really let go. And do it in such a way that this letting go makes me upright. Just without me stretching myself. And you notice it's already the E exercise. And when you want to do this walking, letting go in front and behind, you just do one foot behind, under the seat, and the other one is in front. And you just try to let go in front and push a little bit with the back leg, which makes you upright. And then you try to let go again. Connect from the heart to the earth. And then you come back. It's similar to what we have been doing before, but now it's more from the heart into the earth, the direction. One leg normal, the other one behind, and then just let go and push a little bit, and then check the letting go again. And relax. The happy heart, my dear heart, how are you doing? May I come in? Oh, thank you. Fingertips feel the light. Only by perception they are taken along. And I let go. I connect again with the radiance in my heart sphere. I let this take my hands along. And I notice that this radiating quality also takes place in my body. So I notice how it takes my fingertips along, and I notice how it's rolling down my spine and making me upright. In the hands, it becomes movement. In the body, a nice quality of making me upright. And let go. And let your breath react. The E gesture. Yeah. You have your hands in front. One hand is searching for the streaming down, and the other one tries to receive through perception the countercurrent. So where is my will and where's my thinking? You just stream down. Your will is in going down. And your happening is in streaming up. I go down, I go down, I go down. And my inner uprightness says, but I stay upright. From my heart, I stream towards the earth. I stream into the earth. I go deeper and deeper and deeper. And my breath reacts. The streaming down creates, in the end, a wideness in my chest. And the breath reacts. The exercise with the expanding legs, the expanding step, and the contracting step, which I feel in my whole body, we do with the arms, because what we do with the legs wants to affect the whole body anyway. So, and when we now have this raying, little bit this raying out quality, then we now practice that this is just a letting go, the coming in, and it's arriving in a sort of elasticity center. Maybe it's even a twofold coming together. And then it's again this slowly becoming wide, becoming wide, becoming wide. And back to your elasticity center. My whole body is a little bit contracted. And this feeling, this radiating just allows me to become wide. So it's now not so much the radiation, it's the becoming wide feeling and becoming narrow. But in this narrowness, there is elasticity. And I feel it even in the legs. I become wide, wide, wide. And I string together, and maybe even I feel it in the legs. And then I become wide. And breathe. And the last exercise, I am here, wants to touch that we live not somewhere else, but here on earth. And the earth down there is a symbol for our body. Yeah? Our body is our earth. So when I somehow go into the earth down there, it expresses also, I'm in my earth. Yeah? But you don't have to reflect on it when you do it. It's just happening. Yeah? So just connect with all these forces of light. And when does this I start? I. When does for you feeling the M start? M. And when does the letting go start? Here. And follow this here. Right? The here is time. When I throw a ball, yeah, or a feather, yeah, here, then I can watch the ball flying somewhere until it lands. Yeah. So it doesn't end with the throw. It just, that's all the throw. The whole path, the ball flies. I am here. And follow with your feeling this here. Yeah. Where does the ball fly to? And then let go and your breath react. And all this speaking is somehow happening with the head and the throat. And we want to have this feeling of speaking in my whole body. So in the beginning, maybe you speak it a few times, but over time, your body starts hearing it. So let's do it without speaking now, but we try to hear it with the body, as no otherwise our ears hear it. One last time. And then after a while, come back. And then your dog brings the ball, yeah? Say, okay, nice, thank you. And now we throw it again. And the E in this exercise again is, I just let go deep down, and it still does not push me down. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. No, I let go, I feel into the depths. And exactly this makes me upright and creates inner space. So I invite you to become silent, listen to what we try to do, what you did, how does your body react? Remembering what we try to touch through our practical exercises by simply taking time to take something mentally, what we can do in reverse order. What we do with the E exercise in the body, we do with the texts and memories in our soul. Thinking both ways. And like always, do it in a way that it stays playful, that it delivers discoveries, that you enjoy it. Don't put any pressure on yourself. Do not expect you have remember a poem backwards. Start with 3 words, yeah? Or simple things. And why not staying with simple things? Because it's just this gesture which we want to touch, that makes the body feel understood and releases forces which we need to face what we have to face.